Communication is the next section of the course menu that's pretty important. Communication, I have a link for email, but this is actually encouraging you to use your GSU external email because Blackboard email isn't that great. But they do have a link for allowing you to use your student email from within Blackboard, but all it does is actually sends an email from your student account to me using my dgreen, DGREEN @govst.edu email address. That email address is also in the course and instructor information area and the syllabus. So you could also email me directly from your student email account as well. The issue with this is that whenever I respond to your email, it would go to your student email account. You can't, at this point, check your email within Blackboard. That may change by next year. There is a new service pack that they're developing, but it's going to be at least a year away. So use your student email. I already told you earlier to check it often. I also have a discussions area. So there are discussion assignments that are tied to each of the modules, and they're linked from each of the course modules. But this is another way to get to the discussions area. But there's another use for the discussions area, including just an off-topic discussion if you'd like to post some things, and for course questions. So this is a really important thing. Anytime you have a course question that isn't something personal, that isn't something that needs to be confidential, such as, oh, where is the, I can't seem to find the submission link for assignment 4, or some other question related to the course accessing something or a specific assignment or the syllabus, post it here. So I think it's important that you post it here so that other students that may have the same question will be able to see the answer. So I'll respond to it, but I also encourage you to respond to it if you see it before I get the chance to answer it. The course discussion boards, discussion forums, actually have the ability for you to subscribe to them. And what that does, it allows you to get an email when someone posts a new question. You don't have to do this, but this is something I do as an instructor, because when you post it here, I will actually get a copy of it by email to know that you've posted a question. So I've already clicked on the button to subscribe. And then if you change your mind, you can go back in and actually unsubscribe from the discussion board. It's just like most discussion boards on different websites. You can subscribe to them and just receive a copy by email. The next section under communication is actually real-time communication. And there are a couple options here. The first one that's really important is called Blackboard Collaborate. Blackboard Collaborate is a web conferencing software that's tied to your Blackboard account. So it allows video conferencing, it allows screen sharing, it has whiteboards, it allows you to do drawings and diagrams or sharing of files. So it's something that you can use as part of a group, but I will actually use it for different reasons to meet with you and actually record them. So if you're not able to meet in a synchronous fashion, that you could go back and view the recording later. The other option for real-time communication is Blackboard Instant Messenger. I don't really plan to use this too much during the course, but there will be times when I may be online, and this is really an instant messaging software like Google Chat or AIM or Yahoo Messenger, etc. So the thing you have to do here is actually click on the link. You have to download the software, but for Blackboard Instant Messenger or Blackboard IM, you actually have to also create a separate Blackboard IM account. So this is actually a separate application that you could log into without actually having logged into the course site. So just like all the other chats, IM software, you can actually see who's online and who's not, if I'm online, if you're or not. So there will be times when I'm actually in the office that I will try to use it and try to be available for that. But like I said before, the best option is to post a question via the discussion board. If we need to set up a meeting time to meet online, we could actually set that up and we can meet through Blackboard Collaborate. We can meet by phone or in person if you're in the local area and you're able to meet. I'd be happy to set up a time to do that as well. Let's see what I think I just popped out the menu for some reason. So you can see that, okay, that's interesting. So I just popped out the menu. Not really sure how I did that, but I guess that's possible. So you can see, as I must have clicked on something to create a separate pop out the menu in a separate window. So I'm just going to go back. So that was the real-time communication link, and again that had the options for. I'm just going to click the back arrow just to see what happens. If you face this, you can always try the back arrow. You can always click on your courses list and just go back into it. It's not a big deal if you run into something like that. So that was the real-time communications area. And again, Blackboard Collaborate is the area where I may hold some office hours. I may hold some one-on-one meetings with students. But groups can also use it as well if you like to meet with each other. And you can actually choose to use your webcam or not if you want to show your face, or if you just prefer to the chat, if you prefer audio or not. Okay, now the fourth section of the main menu for the course is resources. And this is an area that will allow you to link to certain things. So there's a Blackboard help link that takes you to a section for that's actually on the Blackboard website, and for some reason it's not coming up. I guess I need to check that link and make sure it still works. Blackboard help, the GSU library for library databases. You can get lots of journal articles and news articles through the library databases, or you can search the catalog. The GSU Writing Center, and they actually do have an online option where you could submit papers, and they won't review your entire paper, but they will review a few pages, and they really are looking for organization and content. They're not going to edit your entire paper, so don't look at them for editing, but they will help you and see if you're on the right track in terms of how you're developing your paper, your writing, and whatever the assignment might be. Also, a link to the CBPA website. That's the College of Business and Public Administration website at Governor State University. It gives you an idea. You can see some of the other degree programs. We do have some announcements for some of the exciting things that are going on within the college. And probably the most important link in this resources section is the student tech support link. And this is we call it student tech support when it comes up. This is a place to help you figure out where do you go to for help. So is it because we do have two help desks on campus. So who do you contact for certain things? So for the instructor is responsible for group discussion boards, for assignments, for presentations, quizzes, resetting, etc. On and on. So for course policies. So these are the things the instructor would be responsible for. So if you went to the help desk, they would refer you to me. Then you see on the right side, you have technical support. So this is for hardware, software issues, or if you have the main reason people usually call the help desk is if you didn't reset your password after you're supposed to. I forget what the length for students is for. I don't know, 4 to 6 months. You have to reset your password. So if you forgot to do that, you're going to have to call the help desk to have them reset it for you. So that's important to know because and that's another good reason to check your email is for password resets. Don't let that. It will actually start 10 days. I think it's the same as for faculty. We get 10 days out. It says you have 10 days before you have to reset your password. So try to do it before those 10 days are out. Otherwise, you may have to call the help desk or be a point where you try to call the help desk and they're not available. Then there's another help desk actually for the Center for Online Teaching and Learning. So they're responsible for, let's say there are Blackboard course content issues or accessing Blackboard Collaborate. So a lot of times when people are trying to access the web conferencing software I mentioned, the Blackboard Collaborate, they will sometimes get error messages. And it's usually because you don't have an updated version of Java, because Blackboard Collaborate uses Java. So Java is free, but you got to make sure that you have it. Also, please note that when you're using Blackboard Collaborate, it does take uh, it can take 30 seconds. It may take 3 minutes, depending on your computer and your operating system that you're running. For older computers that may not have updated software or processors, it may take a few minutes before Blackboard Collaborate actually loads. So please be patient before trying to contact them and see if it actually is loading. And there's some information about how you do that. You can actually email or call, and some of the information you need to include in that information request in that email. Okay, so that's your student tech support website, and that's going to be it for this course tour. So this has been about 21 minutes, much longer than I wanted to go through, but hopefully this has given you a good idea of the general um, organization of the course. So I will see you next time.